So that's how I feel about that. I wanted to address that. So I'm on to the most important portion of the day is the election. Like I said, I hope y'all went out and voted. I went and did my thing. You know, I took my daughter out with me. We went out as a family and did our thing. It was major. I really liked it. I hope a lot of y'all went out and did it and took the time out and do it and just take it seriously. Understand why you're voting, not just saying, okay, I'm gonna vote because somebody told me to vote, or I'm not going to vote because somebody told me to vote. Understand that people died for this right. So that's one thing, but at the same time, that don't mean you have to be uneducated. You know, still educate yourself on who you're voting for, who you're putting in office, and stop worrying about the global portion or the national portion of Obama. Worry about what's going on locally. You know, I went to vote today, and I honestly didn't really know everybody that was in my school district. Now, again, I'm not in school, and my daughter's young, but in a couple of years, when my daughter starts going to school, I'm gonna need to know who's on the school district, and my vote is really going to count. And see, when you educate people on that tip, it can possibly take them to another level because you're putting people that you can see. This person might live in your city. You know what I'm saying? So you might see them at the grocery store, and you might see them acting a fool in the grocery store, and you like, nah, I don't want to put them in there. But if you don't know them, you just see the name, or somebody, one of their friends say you should vote for this person, you vote for them, and you got a natural fool dealing with your kids on a daily basis, or setting up policy that affects your kids on a daily basis. So just deal with that. Start small, and this is what midterm elections are for. And we're not stressing the importance of the midterm elections because everybody's always thinking about the presidency. And a lot of times, what the president does not affect you directly, especially people who don't have any money, don't have any status. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't affect you directly. It affects other people, and then certain things trickle down. But you really don't never understand why you're voting because you're not really seeing a change immediately from what a president does, and this is what deters you from voting. But these midterm elections is the big deal, and these are the people that you can touch, and you can see on a regular basis. You might see at a town hall meeting, you might see, like I said, at the grocery store, at a fair, something in your city. So really, really need to get out and vote for that. Another thing I want to touch on is our black people, stop using negative tactics to get our people to vote, not vote, or even, and I'm being frank, vote Republican. Because the majority of us don't have nothing in common with a Republican voter or a Republican office. We don't have big business. All our big business is in entertainment. It's not too many big manufacturing black companies, if it is, if any, or anybody that's making any policy. So stop trying to act like you're with big business. Don't be against Obama's tax cuts for people that's making under $250,000 when you are the one making under $250,000. I mean, it's just common sense. The economy is messed up right now, but you have to really, really be honest with yourself and say, okay, well, if it took something 10 years to get screwed up, how can you fix it in 2? You know what I'm saying? And you look at the things in your life that's going on. Did your credit that you spent up for 2 years get fixed? You know what I mean? Or for the last 10 years get fixed in 2? No, when you go and get a payment plan, they might have you on a 5, 6, 7-year payment plan. And then you're going to have to take a lot of sacrifices to pay your credit off. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have, the nice car that you want. You're not going to have certain things in your household that you want because you're paying bills. And this is what's happening as a country. We have to take some things, we got to cut back on things right now. We can't have the things that we want to make things go right. But you can't get mad at that man for it. I had somebody on Facebook tell me, something about Obama got the same people that screwed up the country in office with him, with Bush and the Clintons. I said, whoa, the Clintons? Last time I checked, when Clinton left office, we were in a surplus. We were doing good. You know what I'm saying? But now, this is a black person, mind you, that's saying this, and I'm sitting here like, these people are really trying to get you to not look at what's going on in your own life and look at something that's not even affecting you or doesn't even make any sense to you, and you know that you're not making a lot of money. You know that none of these things are affecting you directly, and Obama is speaking to us directly. You know, he's speaking to us in our situation directly. So how can you not go with that? Lastly, you know, it's a funny thing that's been going around and me being in an entertainment situation. Everybody been throwing this out, and it was really funny that they threw this out with the politics. I usually hear the Freemason thing, but now they're saying that the same person talk about the Illuminati is controlling the Democratic Party, and I was pretty much through at that point, you know, because I'm sitting here like, damn, again, another broke black person talking about Illuminati. Now, at least in the music business, when somebody try to tag Illuminati on someone, it's somebody who's doing it way big and making waves, doing their thing, got a lot of money, and they're saying that Illuminati has came to them, and that's why they on this level. But we are the ones that scraping and scrambling trying to get the handouts. You know what I'm saying? Not really handouts, but get what we need to survive. You know, we're asking for if the Illuminati was controlling our situation, we wouldn't need, you know, unemployment. We wouldn't be begging for unemployment. You know what I'm saying? Or begging for them to keep food stamps, begging for handouts, begging for free health care. You know what I'm saying? Why are we worried about that? We're not the ones. It's Republicans out there that's you seen on the news. The lady got stomped. You know what I'm saying, by Republicans, and they getting on a man that's disabled about talking about we're not giving you any handouts. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't even ask was the man Republican or not. The guy just was talking about handouts and was saying that he needed Medicare. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Republican people coming from the war who can't get taken care of properly because we don't have health care reform. So it doesn't have anything to do with Illuminati or anything like that. Like, educate yourself on what it is. Stop letting somebody throw a website to you. And you know, the funny thing, they threw a website to me. I looked at it, and they're talking about weird sexual stuff that was happening in ancient Greece and how it manifests itself over here, and all type of shit about what Napoleon was talking about. Like dumb shit. Like you shouldn't even be poisoning your mind with. You know what I mean? I'm a strong believer in common sense. And if common sense is not playing in this situation, then I don't want to be bothered with it. Because once I can deal with the common sense, then I'll be anxious to go ahead and delve deeper and get educated. But if you skip past the common sense, I don't even want to deal with you. You know what I mean? That's why, and that's it. So when you coming on to you throwing these websites out at people and you fucking up people's mind, telling people about Illuminati, man, half of y'all niggas don't even read. You know what I'm saying? You listen to what other people are saying or what the next rapper is saying or politician that now you're watching the news, but you're watching certain news. You know, you're not watching everything. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? None of y'all niggas was out here voting or pushing the thing before today. It's just because what everybody else started doing it. You know what I mean? So I don't like that. You know what I mean? So I put that out there on my Facebook page. I said, please start talking about this way before the day before election. Start putting people, up on game on real shit that they can go ahead and research themselves. That's not going to drive them crazy and not going to affect their household because they're saying, oh, well, I don't want to work no more because the Illuminati is controlling my job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the type of shit that people are saying. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I'm working for one of these big corporations that Illuminati is controlling, or this nonprofit organization that's run by the Democrats, so I'm not going to do that. Like, come on, man. You got to put food in your family's mouth, in your kids' mouth. So be smart. Use common sense first, and then move forward to the next step in your growth and learning and understanding of what's going on. Just to be frank, I don't trust no politician. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thing. But as far as views, I am a Democrat by choice because of the fact that, like I said again, I'm not no rich person. You know, I'm not big business. I look forward to be, but at the same time, right now, this is what fits me. At the same time, as black people, we're brought up to take care of our people and to help out. You know what I'm saying? The white folk and these Republicans are not sending money to Haiti like that we are. And we the ones that don't have it. We're spending the money on New Orleans. We're spending the money everywhere. They're not doing it. You got one or two that's publicized and they out there doing their thing and that's it. But we're giving out every little dime we make off of singing, rapping, acting, or doing whatever we do in entertainment. Because it's the only ones that got real millions. You know what I mean? Ain't too many millionaires and black millionaires that's not in entertainment. So really, I'm not for that, and I'm not behind that. You know, we're about helping our people. So We don't have a problem with giving up money if we're making more than $250,000 a year, giving up a little bit more to help some other people come up. That's how we were taught, and I'm gonna still be that way, even if I do reach my goal as being a multi-millionaire or whatever, or being financially independent. I'm still gonna try to help my people. This is why I'm doing that. So understand why you're doing it. Be able to articulate why you're doing it, so the next person to know, and it won't be any confusion in our people, because you're not talking to white people about this situation, because they won't even talk to you about their political views. You'll see it on CNN. So be able to articulate why you're doing what you're doing when somebody asks you. Make sense to yourself first before you say something to somebody else, so they can understand, so people can be clear, and at least, it's still your choice of who you decide to vote for, but at least there's some common sense in the situation, and our people are not being misled, and that's that. Again, y'all always can find me on Twitter at First String ENT or at the Mr. Metro, and you can also log on to the blog metropolitantalk.blogspot.com. I'm always putting new things up there. I just wrote something like last week, and I put a couple little posts about some things that's going on in the music business right now. So y'all independent artists coming up, please look at those two posts. They're very, very important, and it'll help you out in the future in your decision of whether or not you want to go major label or not, and how you just to handle your business and conduct yourself, because it's real major. This is what we're doing. There's a lot of us starting these record labels and not knowing what's going on. So let's just try to educate each other. So please look at that. I appreciate it for y'all, the ones that are coming through and that's joined. And I'll see y'all again next week. Thanks.